Hello everyone, and today we're going to be showing you a daily race in Glen, Watkins, I think that's what it's called, and it's going to be in my Porsche GT3, and I started 4th. The tire compound is hard. Most of the people in front and back have softs, so we're about to start the race in a little bit. Now off into the first corner, I already have a pretty good run on this Toyota in front of me, and he's pretty slippery. He's making little mistakes. I end up getting a little bump draft and this Beetle behind me. I generally don't know how people drive that. I think it's like that. There's like some fighting going on, the pushing, some dirt driving. I end up getting a pretty good slipstream on the Toyota, the Supra, in front of me. Not enough momentum to ideally overtake him. We go into this next bus stop chicane, and then we go into a right-hander, and then the Beetle behind me is just like pushing me and has so much momentum, doesn't know where to put it, so I just let him pass me, knowing that if I don't, I might end up losing more positions than need to. Now one lap later, there's this BMW right behind me catching up with the soft compound, which is probably the main reason why he was going absolutely crazy and had some pretty good lap times catching me. I try to maintain 5th. He's just getting a slipstream and better. I end up pushing the Porsche to its limit, pushing it to the limit of the track as well, and I literally almost as well got a penalty. I was very close to the first corner. There is if you go beyond that curb, you get a penalty. Now the BMW behind me is getting a big slipstream. He's trying to fake it. He goes for the dive bomb. I end up on the outside getting enough slipstream on that speed, and I end up overtaking him on the inside right here. Fast forward to the straight. As you can see, he has a huge slipstream, has a lot of momentum. He goes for the dive bomb, and then we're moving to the bus stop chicane, and he goes on the inside. I push him out a little. I somehow keep my position. That is a cool clip right there. I keep the inside tight, so where he cannot find an opening. He finds that opening, he tries it, but I keep the inside, making him go wide. We end up exiting like this corner around the same speed. He still is on my rear. We are now going nearly rear to rear. Now it's wheel to wheel, and we are going into this next corner, and we are trying and fighting it. We exit this corner basically the same speed. I get a little bit more speed and momentum through the outside. There's a little bit of traffic because of him, and we're just going at it. And I overtook him right here, I believe, overtaking him and maybe pushing him a little, and I end up defending 5th. Now right here I did have a little bit of luck. He goes on the inside, but because of someone pitting, he ends up having to brake, and he loses that little run he has on me, and he loses that opportunity to pass me. Fast forward into the lap, he has a pretty good slipstream on me. He has a good run. He goes in for the dive bomb. Actually, he doesn't. He ends up staying behind me, having a lot of momentum. He gives me a little love tap. I keep the inside. He still has a lot of momentum to go on the outside. Now, I don't know whose fault it is, but I got pit maneuvered by him. I mean, I did squeeze all that little space left that I had in that dive bomb, but as you can see, I'm struggling to get out the grass. The power is kind of too much when it comes to grass. Now fast forward, there is a Ferrari coming out of the pit. He has a little bit of momentum to gain. I end up trying to go on the inside. He pushes me out a little, which causes me to hit the barrier a little bit. And he's now, I don't know what he's doing. He's like wobbling and everything, and he's just going crazy, and he's just losing more speed. I end up giving a little love tap, and I generally don't know what he's doing. I'm having to stay behind him, and try to hold the run on him and the momentum. He loses all that momentum. I go on the inside. He blocks me. He's doing a lot of good defending, a lot of defensive moves, and we are going into the next corner. I still have some momentum left, but he ends up fully going into the inside. Now that makes him lose a lot of momentum. You can see him slipping, which makes him even lose more momentum. And I get a good run on him with that slipstream. We are going into the next corner. He ends up going wide, and I end up keeping that racing line. He's losing momentum. I still don't know how to overtake him. He's braking, and he touched the grass a little bit. He's just losing momentum and having a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure moment where I have to end up having to leave that fight due to having to pit. Now fast forwarding a couple laps later after pitting, I do have a huge advantage since I'm on the soft tire compound and the rest of the people are on hard tires, which gives me much more speed and much more advantage. And you can see me here, I have a huge slipstream and I have a lot of momentum. Now, I have no clue if this was on purpose or if he just didn't see me, but he just completely rammed me into the inside and made me hit that barrier. Not sure if that was on purpose or if he just didn't saw me, but yeah, that was a little dirty. Now a lap later, I'm starting to catch 7th and 6th, and I have a lot of speed and I have consistent lines. And there's a dude with a penalty in front of me, so it's like pretty good for me. They are fighting, they are brawling out, and they're just pulling out all the moves. He's blocking me, the Porsche, doing pretty good defensive moves. I go on the inside, give him a little love tap. I don't know if that was my fault or his. Now I am moving towards the BMW in front. Now I'm getting my payback. I'm not sure if the one behind or in front was the people who pit over me, but whoever it is, I got my payback. And he's clearly putting very defensive moves. From the information, I think it was him. He's pretty clean racer, but I mean, not clean enough to not pit. Fast forwarding a lot of laps, not a lot of laps, but one lap later, I think. I am now staying in 6th. If there was like a few more laps, I would have catch 5th, but I didn't. I am wiggling my car. I don't know why, but it is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to watch more of my content in my career,